morning and welcome to Global Connections, the alumni edition where we explore the boundless opportunities for students to work and study abroad. I am your host, Akeem Art, and today we are diving into the exciting prospects awaiting adventurous learners in Canada, Britain, Japan, and Mexico. And you want to know why this is going to be an exciting episode of Global Connections? Because it is the first of its kind. So sit back, relax, and let us embark on this exciting journey together. So our first stop for this morning on this global adventure takes us to the land of maple syrup and breathtaking natural beauty, Canada. With its world-renowned universities and colleges and the thriving job market, Canada offers students a unique blend of academic excellence and career opportunities. So joining us now is Miss Arnelie Kelly, a former DCS student, a seasoned professional with a rich background in media and business administration, holding the role of business administrative director at 10K Consultants Limited since its establishment in 2013. Arnelie's journey began with a Bachelor of Arts degree in Mass Communication from Northern Caribbean University, NCU, in 2016. Specializing in advertising, her academic prowess was evident as she consistently made through honor roll throughout her years at NCU from 2011 to 2016. During her university years, Arnelie delved into the media realm, kickstarting her career as a freelance host for the Creative Production Training Center's CPTC Made in Jamaica program before transitioning to the Jamaica News Network JNN under the renowned communications group RJR, where she served as a reporter and producer. Arnelie's expertise expanded further as she took on roles as television producer and host at CVM TV, the second largest free-to-air station in Jamaica. Her journey has now led her to Canada, where she earned a diploma in project management in 2023 and currently thrives as a Canadian immigration case officer, blending her media accomplishments with administrative prowess on an international stage. We welcome you to the program, Arnelie Kelly. Good morning. How are you doing?
Good morning, Akeem. I'm doing well. Thank you. How are you?
Great. I know it's a long time. Well, not a long time. I don't want to age you. Since you have left NCU and now making strides in the media industry. So you can now head on over into your presentation, Miss Kelly.
All right. Hi. Good morning. I'm hearing a little bit of feedback, but I'll just continue and turn this on a little bit. All right, guys. So it's a pleasure to be here. I know that there are many students here who are aspiring to be media practitioners, and they have their big goals. And I just want to tell you that these goals and these dreams are most definitely possible. So as a DCS student, just like you, and it was a really exciting journey. And what I love the most about DCS is the fact that I was able to get hands-on training from very easy for me to navigate my way through real world experiences, being on TV, producing news stories and all of these things. So I was able to also build confidence as it relates to public speaking and all of that, which has really significantly helped me in my career right now. So as you know, I am in Canada, thanks to 10K Consultants Limited, which is the company that I work for as business administrative director. Right now we have our Study in Canada program, and I am one of the success stories. So I can tell you that this is something that is possible. I'm here, I'm living the dream as well. I'll talk to you just a little bit about 10K. So 10K Consultants Limited is a family-owned business. We've been around since 2013. So this year will make it 11 years that we've been in operation. And we partnered with over 40 institutions right now across Canada, universities and colleges, and we recruit students or prospective students from the Caribbean who'd like to come to Canada and study. Gus, already you can scroll through the presentation. So this year, like I said, we will be 11 years. The program does allow many opportunities for you to not only study, but also gain, professional experience while you're studying, right? You can move to the next slide. The requirements are very straightforward. It depends, obviously, on what you're studying, but the very minimum requirements are that you must be at least 17 or 18 years of age. And of course, you must have graduated at least high school. Right. So now I know that you guys are pursuing your degrees at this time. If it is that you want to venture into, doing your master's degrees and stuff, you are able to do so. Especially right now, Canada is very, very more lenient to people who want to pursue master's degrees or doctorates. So if it is that's something that you're looking for, now is the best time. Because there's less restrictions now on master's students and doctorate students. Of course, if you're going to do your master's, you need your bachelor's degree. So focus in school and pass with good grades. The process is very direct. It's very straightforward. So we start with an assessment or consultation, move on to registration, and then we will do your application submission. But before that, we make sure that we are able to match you to the right program and the right school based on your budget, your background, your qualifications, and of course, your goals. Once your application is submitted, then you wait on your acceptance, then you move on to the visa process, and we provide pre-departure orientation, so you don't come here feeling lost. You know what to expect. And all of that. Then yes, of course, destination Canada is what we're looking for, right? So in addition to this, I want to talk about just some of the benefits, because a lot of people are saying, or when they come to us, they're like, oh, I don't want to study anymore, or all of that, because they feel like it's just, you going back into the classroom. But it's certainly more than that. You're able to gain an international qualification, which, automatically makes you stand out more in the professional landscape, whether it is that you're going back to your home country afterwards, or you're planning to, explore other countries in addition to that. And then additionally, you're able to work while you're studying. And in most cases, you're able to work after your studies as well. Once you apply for your postgraduate work permit, you're able to work up to 3 years full-time after graduation. This, of course, depends on the school, but we're able to guide you on that. So I don't want to make it too technical, because I know I don't have too much time to speak on this. And in addition to this, people choose Canada for one of the main reasons is because of affordability as it relates to tuition fees. With the current changes, there are different ways in which you can navigate to find more affordable programs and all of that. But like I said, we'll assess what it is that you're looking for, your budget especially, because this is important, and we'll be able to match it to something that is, more affordable. So Gus, you can move down for further. Yeah, that's me right there when I graduated last year. And going down in the slides. So we already spoke about work opportunities, we already spoke about affordability, and now we're moving on to family benefits. So a lot of people gravitate to Canada because it allows you to have your family accompany you. In recent times, there have been changes. So before, people were able to have their family join them if they were doing like a diploma or undergraduate level studies. There are limited programs now that allow you to have your family join you. However, if it is that you're doing your master's, there's no limitation on this. You are eligible to have your family join you. And what this means is that if you have a spouse or a common law partner, they're able to apply for a work permit, an open work permit to work with any employer while you're studying. They'll be here and able to work full time. Kids who are school aged, they're able to attend school, and you won't be required to pay any tuition fee. That's a very big bonus because we understand how much school fee is in Jamaica. So if you're a parent, that's a benefit that you can look forward to as well. And then moving on, one of the major things that people look forward to is the opportunity to apply for permanent residence. So yes, a lot of students, they apply for permanent residence within their second or third year after graduation. And there's some people who actually qualify right after graduation. So, they're able to acquire that after graduating, they apply and, they're selected and they can apply for PR. So that's one of the major benefits that, a lot of people look forward to. And one of the main reasons why a lot of international students come to Canada, because you're able to easily transition into PR. But as I said, we are able to guide you along the way. It's a lot that I can't cover in just 15 minutes. But there are services that we offer, and we do assessments and consultations, which I did speak about earlier. We do your application processing for you. We offer study plan building services so that you can, build basically a roadmap to getting towards your goals. So whether it is that you just want to gain your international qualification, or you want to apply for PR, whatever it is that your goal is, we'll help you to create that roadmap. We assist with statements of purpose, composition. So the statement of purpose is something that you definitely need when applying for your student visa. And you want some professional help, we're able to provide that to you. If you need study permit assistance or support, we do partner with expert immigration consultants who can help. And we also prep you on your travels before you get to Canada with pre-departure orientation. And in addition to this, we do help with settlement services like airport pickup, accommodation. We recently acquired an apartment that we've been renting to students who are coming in. So if you're brand new and you need help with that, then we do offer that. Medical insurance, SIM card services, all of that and more. And of course, if you need help with getting PR consultation, you can look forward to getting those services as well. It's important for me to state as well that we're planning an upcoming challenge that we have in mind for people who want to pursue their masters. So it will be a few days with us live, and we'll teach you on how to build your pathway or your plan to get to Canada step by step. So that will be super exciting. I will share the contact, the contact page is the last one that I will share. Oh, here are some of our institutions. So there are a number of popular ones like Brock University, Centennial College, University of Canada West, and so much more. And our contact details are here. And if it is that you want to expand beyond Canada, we also do have a study and work in Dubai program. So if you want to go to the UAE, you can let me know. But that's all for my presentation on Canada. And if you want to learn more, just reach out to us. That's our website, 10k.online. Our email address is right there. But guys, I just want to empower you and just tell you that the guidance that you're getting through DCS is really invaluable. It's something that passes on throughout whichever industry you choose to venture in professionally and all of that. And I'm truly grateful and happy that I was able to get the training and the support and the guidance and teachings and all of that from DCS. So DCS, continue doing what you're doing. Thank you.
Miss Kelly, for that informative and inspiring look into Canada. And you know what I love about these alumni? when they leave, they create opportunities for students here to study and work abroad. So we want to thank you again, Ms. Kelly. If you want to reach them, you can visit 10k.online or send them an email at admin@10k.com. So we take our next journey across the Atlantic to the UK, where history and innovation converge in a vibrant tapestry of culture. From cobblestone streets of Oxford to the bustling metropolis of London, Britain beckons students with its prestigious universities and dynamic job market. We now welcome our former DCS student, journalist extraordinaire, and PhD candidate and graduate teaching assistant at the London School of Economics and Political Science, SLE, Mr. Vashan Brown. So Mr. Vashan Brown is pursuing a PhD in Media and Communication at the London School of Economics and Political Science, SLE, and on a London Arts and Humanities Partnership LAHP award. He completed a Master of Science degree in Media, Communication and Development with distinction at SLE in 2019 on a Chevening Scholarship. In 2012, Vashan graduated from Northern Caribbean University with a Bachelor's of Arts degree in Mass Communication with honors. Vashan has more than 10 years of experience in the media industry in Jamaica, where he worked as a television news anchor and reporter. Vashan has received numerous awards for his contribution to Jamaican journalism. In 2018, he received the Prime Minister's Youth Award of Excellence in Journalism, the highest national honor given to young people in Jamaica. He received the Caribbean Broadcasting Union Award for Best Television Documentary in 2018, and in 2017 he received a National Journalism Award for Best Television Feature or Documentary. In 2018 he also received the Top News Award at the National Journalism Award for an Outstanding Body of Work for the year. Hector Bernard Theodore Seeley Awards for News Journalism. In 2023, he received the National Journalism Award for Excellence in Reporting on Agriculture, as well as the Award for Excellence in Reporting on Health and Wellness. He is also a former DCS Burgundy Jacket recipient. Wow! He has received the NCU Beacon Award as well as the DCS Product Sample Award. He has also received numerous certificates of merit for outstanding work in journalism in Jamaica. Vashan has also served as a director of the Press Association of Jamaica, the island's premier association dedicated to freedom of the press. Vashan, we welcome you to Global Connection this morning. That was a mouthful of bio. How are you doing?
Thank you so much. I'm doing well. That was indeed a lot. Every time I hear my bio, it takes me by surprise. But it's a pleasure to speak with students here at my alma mater, Northern Caribbean University, especially within the Department of Media and Communication Studies. DCS holds a very special place in my heart, as it equipped me with invaluable skills that have been instrumental in shaping my journalism career. Now, I thought about how to structure this talk with you today, and what I ended up with is to first tell you a bit about my journey at NCU, what I did after NCU, and finally giving you some insights into scholarship opportunities. Now, I have beautiful memories at NCU. I vividly remember the engaging sessions in the TV broadcasting class with Carol Francis, where we had to practice stand-ups in front of the Robinson Hall building. Now, those moments not only honed my on-camera skills, but also instilled in me the importance of clear and effective communication. Then there was the whole debate aspect. Now, people always used to ask me if I did debate in high school, because I was pretty good at arguing my points, but little did they know that it was all thanks to Noreen Daly's debate and argumentation course. Now, that class taught me how to articulate my thoughts and stand to my ground in any discussion. Now, these skills have proven invaluable, particularly in academic settings where presenting unconventional ideas is quite common. So, for instance, to progress beyond the first year of my doctoral program, I had to vigorously defend my research in front of a three-member panel, convincing them of the merit of my work and why it warranted further exploration. And it was no small feat. Now, even now, as I frequently present my research and engage in discussions, those debating skills continue to be indispensable in articulating and defending my ideas. Now, my emphasis in radio broadcasting led me to work closely with Roma Tomlinson, whose guidance ensured that my pronunciation was always spot on. Now, though the challenges of producing documentaries and radio features seemed daunting at times, I now realize that they were invaluable learning experiences that have fortified my skills, though she's always telling me to slow down, and it's something that I still struggle with today, even when I speak. So as you navigate through your studies, you may encounter similar challenges and doubts, but remember, every hurdle you overcome is a sort of step into your sort of future success. So embrace each opportunity to learn and grow. And one day, like me, you look back on your journey with gratitude and pride. Okay, I don't want this to sound like some sort of graduation speech, but I decided to tell you a bit about my journey at NCU so that you can get a sort of clear picture that I took a similar path to the one that you're on now. That I think is a sort of good context to then move on to the next point that I want to make. That there are opportunities that you can try to take advantage of after leaving NCU. And I think I'll first start with telling you a bit about scholarships, and particularly the scholarship opportunities that I got. Now, I'm a 2018-2019 Chevening Scholar, and for those who may be familiar, the Chevening Scholarship, funded by the British government, offers emerging leaders worldwide, including Jamaica, the opportunity to pursue a one-year master's degree in the UK. Now, the application process for Chevening typically opens between August and November each year, and it involves writing 4 essays. Now, those topics range from dealing with your leadership skill, networking, how good you are at sort of connecting with people, reasons for studying in the UK, and why you decided to choose the particular universities in the UK that you chose. Now, I suppose I could also make a point here that part of Chevening is that you also get to choose the school that you want to go. Of all the schools in the UK, whether it's in Scotland, whether it's in Wales, whether it's in Northern Ireland or England, I eventually chose LSE, which is in London. And the final essay deals with your post-study plan. So following the essay submission, and if shortlisted, applicants then face an interview panel at the British High Commission, where they get to elaborate on these ideas that were presented in their essays. So it's worth noting that the competition for Chevening scholarships is fierce, right? Not many people know that I secured the Chevening scholarship on my 3rd attempt. I don't give up easily, and if you want it, you just have to go for it, and you just have to continue to try and try and try. The first time I sort of applied for Chevening, I wasn't shortlisted at all. The second time I was shortlisted, did the interview, didn't pass that stage. And the third time I did the interview, eventually got it, did my master's at the London School of Economics and Political Science. Now, Chevening requires some work experience before applying, typically around 2 years. There's no upper age limit. What matters most is demonstrating through your application that you're capable of excelling in an intense master's course and have a clear vision for your future. So I've sat on the interview panels for Chevening to help select scholars, and that post-study plan is one of the most crucial aspects of the process. So the key question that must be answered is, how are you going to use the knowledge from your studies in the UK to help with national development? How are you going to use that to advance your chosen field? And that is particularly important for Chevening. So in my case, I used the Chevening Scholarship to pursue an MSc in Media Communication and Development at LSE. And this opportunity not only enriched my academic journey, but also led to meaningful connections at LSE. And again, that's also the other important aspect of Chevening, the kind of network that you get as a result. I mean, I know people in countries that I didn't even know existed. So much so that I find myself back at LSE again, this time pursuing a PhD partly funded by both the British government and LSE. So scholarships like Chevening can truly be life-changing, and I say this without the exaggeration. For me, it opened so many doors. And again, the education experience was really enriching, not just because of the academic qualifications that you get, but also the personal growth that comes with it, the path of self-discovery that you end up on. So if you have the drive and determination, don't hesitate to explore scholarship opportunities and just take bold steps towards your aspiration. So you can find the application form at chevening.org online. And again, as Arnalik mentioned, there are also pre-departure arrangements, and you can get new skills and benefits just the same. Again, the international qualification is obviously a big plus. Immersing yourself in British culture and also learning about other cultures that are also present within London and the wider UK. And again, building that kind of global network. And again, you get to choose the school that you want to go. I mean, how cool is that? You look at the list, the schools, whether you're concerned about ranking, whether you care about the course that you're doing. For me, it was a sort of complex mix, right? It was about rankings, it was about the institution, it was about the professors at the particular institutions that led me to eventually choosing LSE. And again, it's a fully funded scholarship. I don't remember if I said that earlier on. So there's very little that you would have to fund yourself. The visa arrangements are also well taken care of as well by the British High Commission in Kingston. Now, there's a key difference between this opportunity and what was mentioned before. This is not a path to permanent residency in the UK and in London. You must return to your home country. The stipulation is for at least 2 years. And so that is one of the sort of key things about this Chevening scholarship that you can also keep in mind. But this opportunity was made possible because of the strong sort of journalism background that I already had. So, which is why I made the point earlier on that work experience is required for Chevening. They're looking for leaders. It's a leadership scholarship in many ways. And so you also get to demonstrate that you're a strong leader if you've had some kind of experience. And leadership obviously does not just mean leadership in terms of key positions. You don't have to be the head of any organization, whatever the case may be. And so my internship at TVJ, I think, proved to be a kind of pivotal experience in sort of this springboard to help me to get these kinds of opportunities. I was able to make a sort of lasting impression during my internship experience, which again led to me getting these kinds of big opportunities. It's crucial to recognize that landing a job isn't solely determined by your own individual experience and your efforts during an internship. Timing also plays a crucial role, I would argue. So along with the prevailing economic situation within a media house at the time, there could also be several other factors at play. In my case, you can perhaps call it God's blessing, you can call it luck, you can call it timing aligned, but whatever you call it, a vacancy emerged at TVJ due to someone resigning while I was completing my internship. And this created an immediate need for someone to fill that space, providing me with the opportunity to transition seamlessly from internship to employee. So I'm underscoring here the importance of seizing opportunities when they arise, but also acknowledging that external factors beyond your control can also influence your career trajectories. And so I want you to be flexible and open to all sorts of possibilities. Let me push this a little further and be a little more explicit. Not everyone will get a job at RJ or TVJ, and so your path may not look like mine, and that's completely fine. Be open and flexible. So look out for those scholarship opportunities, but keep in mind that some of them do require some sort of local experience, and the internship may be a good way to get that experience needed for these opportunities. So that's what I wanted to share with you today.
Thank you, Mr. Bashan Brown, for sharing with us today. All right, so now we'll be taking a break on Global Connections. I'm your host, Hakeem Orit, and we'll be right back.
When I was at NCU, I was not financially wise. I partied a lot, I spent unnecessarily, and I did this to keep up with my friends who could afford it. I could not, and so I suffered. There were days and nights where I was hungry, and I had to do without. Financial responsibility comes with making priorities, comes with living within your means. Investment over brothing. Be responsible.
Madam Harriet, so we have been tracking your online activities, and it has come to our attention that you're a fan of bullying.
Imagine posting a message on social media years ago, only for it to be the one thing affecting your chances of landing that dream job. Your digital footprint is permanent. Every post, every comment, every message is stored.
Unfortunately, we won't be able to give you this position.
It is your responsibility to be ethical social media users, so be responsible.
It's coming! And it's going to be a return to face-to-face. The NCU Invitational Debate Series 2024 will be on October 21. It will feature amazing teams from different colleges and universities. Don't miss it!
This year, the widely known Lignum Vitae Film Festival, LVFF, takes a step back so we can take a step forward to better serve our growing community. The 2024 showing on April 14 will be a showcase and screening with rewards, but no awards. There will be no best category, but the committee and judges will give feedback to help all filmmakers better their craft. So, send in your films in categories such as commercials, PSAs, trailers, silent films, mini documentaries, mobile films, and short films. Then come to the screening on Sunday, April 14 at 5 p.m. at the NCU Gymnatorium in Mandeville. It's a showcase with a difference. Don't miss it! For submission details and further information, email lvff@ncu.edu.jm.
Welcome back to Global Connections, the Alumni Edition. I am your host, Akeem Art. So our next destination transports us to the land of rising sun, Japan. With its cutting-edge technology, rich cultural heritage, and emphasis on innovation, Japan offers students a unique blend of academic excellence and cultural immersion. Welcome to Global Connections, Miss Nicole Plummer, who is a former DCS student, instructional designer, curriculum development and content design, e-learning instructor, and digital marketer in Japan. Welcome, Miss Nicole Plummer. How are you doing this morning?
Good morning. I am well. It's actually my bedtime now. It's after 12, but I'm here. Big up DCS. I
Big
could
up
only
DCS.
do this for you.
You may go ahead with the presentation, Miss Plummer.
Thanks for having me. All right. Hi, everyone. Again, Vashan ended on a good note that not everybody will get an opportunity at TVJ, RJR, JIS. But what I want you to know and understand is that your degree comes with different branches. And one of those is that you're qualified to teach English with your Bachelor's of Arts degree in Mass Communication. I am an English instructor here. Actually, I got this opportunity before I graduate. But I didn't leave until March 2016. I got the opportunity August 2015, right after graduation. But it was actually somebody on campus that told me about it, and I applied and I got through, and here I am. But I started as an English instructor here, and one thing I can also remember is Miss Oximendi Vise that always say, start from the bottom until you reach to the top. You might be the first here today to hear that. Starting tomorrow, I'll be lecturing at a university as a business and language instructor here. So you're the first to know before my family. I came here as just an assistant language teacher, and now I'm moving up. So whatever opportunity you hear or whatever comes, start from the bottom and move all the way up. All right. So what are available in Japan presently? What opportunities that you can hang on to? All right. So you will have to start as an English teacher, because unless you know the language, they won't push you to the top. So if you can come and master the language, you can get any position. There are jobs available. Again, if you watch the news, you'll see that Japan population is going down because they're not having children still. They need foreigners and they're always recruiting. So the opportunity is always here, but you have to learn the language. I am not great at it. I am still basic, but I'm getting through. But if you want to come here, one, learn the language, or you can come as a Japanese language student where you do like 1 or 2 year as a Japanese student, where you learn the language and then you branch into what you want. If not, you can come as an assistant language teacher and move your way up from there. And being an assistant language teacher is one of the easiest jobs you can ever find. I tell people, if there's no opportunity you get in Japan, you have time. I have so much time, like time to travel, to do what you want and achieve everything you want to do. I got to do my master's while being an assistant teacher here. So that is available to you. There are many sites. A lot of persons know about Jet. Jet is a little more tedious, but there are many other companies like Interact Japan. You have Shane English School. You have Jobs in Japan. You have Gaijin Pots. You have Ohio Sensei. I'll type it in the chat and hopefully somebody can share it with you on a bigger screen where everybody can take notes and apply. The thing with Interact, sometimes they take a fee. I'm learning when I was coming, I didn't have to pay a fee. Jet, I don't think you pay a fee either, but you have to do like a lot of essays, and the interview I heard is very tedious. So good luck to all who apply. But there are many avenues that you can come and learn. There are many opportunities for you to travel, learn, and explore, find your different skills. I learned so much here. I now teach robotics. I can do coding. I learn while being an assistant teacher. I teach STEAM curriculum. I design curriculums all while being a teacher here. It pays well, but now because of the depreciation of the yen, it kind of seems like it's not working. But if you can be flexible, it will work for you. But come, be open, try new things, explore different opportunities, and you will survive. I am surviving 5 years in. I paid off my student loan within 3 years working as assistant language teacher. And now I'm moving on to greater things.
Thank you, Miss Nicole Plummer, for your presentation there. And we want to say congratulations to you for being a lecturer, getting that lecturing opportunity. We want to say congratulations to you from DCS. And let me tell you, our DCSs are making us proud alumni. And so we know that when our students, they graduate now, just like all the others, they will be making history in the media and communications industry. All right, so now we venture southward to Mexico, where ancient civilizations meet modern innovation. From the bustling streets of Mexico City to the tranquil beaches of Cancun, Mexico offers students a vibrant and dynamic environment for learning and growth. Joining us now is our last presenter and former DCS student, Mr. Javon Mento, who is an external affairs associate at the World Bank. He's an external affairs associate at the World Bank, where he leads and manages the bank's digital engagement across 19 client countries in the Caribbean. He was also a journalist at the Nationwide Radio. Welcome, Mr. Mento. How are you doing?
Hi, thank you for having me. I'm doing well.
Wonderful. You may go right ahead into your presentation.
All right, so happy to be here again, and thanks for the opportunity. Like my former DCS colleagues, I also had a great foundation development in the department. I did a journalism program in DCS, and I feel I started to get some critical foundation in writing, pitching stories, so on and so forth, and also getting an opportunity to sort of understand the world and put in my, perspectives on issues and, tell stories from a big picture point of view. And I feel that's where my early career, my career to date in international development has started. After DCS, I went on to do 2 internships. I did one at RJR, then I did one at Nationwide Radio. The one at Nationwide I did following my production house proposal, focusing on digital development and working with Nationwide to sort of build out their online presence. And, moving from Nationwide, I decided I wanted to do my master's. I went to Mexico on a scholarship from the Mexican government that's offered every year to Jamaican students. There are at least more than 15 scholarships every single year. So it's an amazing opportunity. And it also gives you the opportunity to learn a second language. Within 2.5 years, I became fluent in Spanish, being in Mexico. And I made a ton of new friends, ton of new connections, so many memories. And, these are opportunities that prepare you to, live globally, but also have a more worthwhile and fulfilling life. So while I was in Mexico, I got this great opportunity to go to Washington, D.C. to work with the Inter-American Development Bank, doing communications for their Caribbean department. Again, using my background in journalism to do feature stories, blogging, podcast production. And these are pretty much the things that you're doing every day in the audio room, the TV room, your Roma Tomlinson, Kerry K. McCarthy sending us out to do stories, do assignments, and they'll come in very handy. I mean, the moment that you get to know how to craft and draft your stories, develop them, these are real business needs at the international level, especially when it comes on to telling Caribbean stories. So there's a place for it. There are many opportunities. And right now, our region, you can see across Haiti, what's happening in Guyana, what's happening here in Jamaica, the economic transformations. Somebody has to tell the stories about how these big international players are helping the countries to transition and sort of make good what they're doing, so on and so forth. So there is a real business need out there in the international sphere that you can tap into using your DCS and journalism background if you're doing it. But also beyond that, there are many demands for graphic artists. People are doing animation, exporting their videos. So whatever skill sets you are developing, I hope you can see that beyond the traditional sector and reports and doing their social media outreach. It's all about how you pivot, how you engage. And as you grow in your role or in your studies, try to find niche ways how you can stand out. For me, while I was at Nationwide, I was covering Investors Forum and IMF debt crisis, so on and so forth. You will remember in 2016 how big of an issue that was. And I grew my passion for international development. But beyond that, I wanted to stand out in the job market. And I thought, I'm in Latin America and the Caribbean region. It makes sense to learn Spanish. If you learn Spanish, you can stand out internationally, because it's highly unlikely that an international firm is going to have a Caribbean department. They like to say Latin America and the Caribbean, and it makes sense from a business perspective. So by the time you sort of level up your skill sets, you will be able to, participate or be a part of a group, department, so on, that's covering issues beyond the Caribbean and to Latin America. So there are many avenues, pathways that you can go beyond DCS. So I hope what I just shared was insightful. And if you have questions, I'm happy to help answer any of them. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Minter, for sharing with us this morning. If you have any questions, well, you can share them in the comment section. Producers, I wish I could hear more from our alumni this morning, but we have to come to, good things must come to a pause, not an end. So there you have it, 4 incredible destinations brimming with opportunities for students to expand their horizons and make meaningful connections around the globe. We want to thank our presenters for joining us on the show, former DCSs who are now doing great things. Join us next time on Global Connections as we continue to explore the endless possibilities awaiting the next generation of global leaders. Until then, remember to dream big, explore fearlessly, and forge your own path to success. And just like Vashon Brown, keep trying. My name is Akeem Oret, and on behalf of the production team, thanks for joining and see you next time.